Okay, in this video I'm just going to go over covering the firewall, and then I'll go over and show you an update on the whole car. These cars, when you take out the heater thing, you really have to bust it, because getting to the bottom screws, and that's how I've attached this piece of metal, using the screws that hold the factory AC. When it comes out, it's got to come out kind of like this, because it actually pulls the stuff from the inside out at the same time, even though I busted this one a million pieces. But like I said, you kind of have to get to these bottom bolts, and then just find a piece of metal. This just happens to be the back of a stove, and the good thing about this is, you see, I've used all the, like I said, I used all the factory mounting points, except I leave this loose, so in case you want to run your battery cables up through there, just put some protecting sleeve, extra sleeve on it, and slide them up in there. But then you can take this out and use this in any 80s car, anything from 77 up to whenever the last time they made the square body. And the easiest way, since this is the low budget way of dealing with holes on the other side, is just cut the wires and leave the fuse box in. Anything you can, just even like if there's a hole going, a wire going with the grommet through the firewall, just cut the wire, leave the grommet in place, so you don't have any extra holes in your firewall for the officials to complain about, or for fire to go through. And that's about all that's on this car. I got the fuel pump in, and the new hose ran. The other hoses are now just not used at all, because like I showed you, there's no ventilation on this fuel pump. Doesn't need it. And I also, maybe I should have told you better, when you're trying to figure out which hose is what in the back, because there'll be 3 back there, I like to stick WD-40 through the line first, and spray air through it from here, spray air through the old hose back, and see where it comes back there, for 2 reasons. It'll maybe knock some of the rust and moisture out of it, and you can see how clean it is when it comes out. You know what the fuel lines are like. And this one was clean, but this car had been running, so. And once you get the one marked, I just leave all the hoses you're not going to use intact, and the one you need, once you see it's marked, just cut it to where it's ready to go, and then leave the other hoses, so when you go to put the tank in, which I will do sometime in the coming weeks, you know which one it is. Fans back on, water pump's done, the radiator will be going in soon. I'll be dealing with the tranny lines, but I'll be doing the electrical once I get the battery box finished. I'll show you what I'm doing over there. All the windows are out, glass is cleaned. Taking an old tranny cooler, I'll have to cut that out of there, and I'm using it for a single battery box, because I already have the switches mounted to this. So just bolt to the floor, get rid of the cooler in there, cut some bigger holes, and put some fuel hose or something around the battery cables to protect it. And I'll be using these battery cables here that I made that have a disconnect, so if there was anything really to go wrong, I could just grab it and pull it apart. And as you can see, the car's cleaned out. Still haven't finished the fuel tank mount, but I'll do that next, now that it's nice and clean. Don't worry about fire now. Headliner and everything is out of it. Glass is vacked up. I got another steering column I'll probably switch out, because I don't like that one. I got a nicer one. It's got a bigger, cushiony steering wheel. Now I'll show you something quick here. I know you've probably seen my engine mounted gas pedal. I'll show you a trick on running stock stuff. Now as the car starts to bend, it'll bend up here and make it harder and harder to push the gas pedal down. All I do, you grab it here where it's metal, grab a grip, just bend it up a little bit. You'll notice it's quite a bit higher, but there you go. And it has a very short throw now. It won't hit the floor anymore. But this way, see, it's actually quite a bit off the ground. But that way you don't ever have to worry about the floor. I've done this until I started making the engine mounted gas pedals. That's all I've ever done in the past. Just take the gas pedal, grip it real hard, and bend it up. Other people will actually cut a floor out for the gas pedal to go down, which is just dangerous. Your foot can go through it, and there's no point. I mean, maybe you could reach down in Derby and bend that sucker, but it's better to do it now. It's just regular bar stock. It bends easy. It's got a stop right there, so you don't even have to worry about messing anything up. And you're going the opposite way of the cable, so you don't worry about breaking a cable. But all you might do is pop it the wrong way and unclip the clip. But there you go. Yeah. There are times you wish a car had the rusted out floors, because they put brand new carpet in this and you see all the fuzzies of the glue. It was stuck down real good. I'm going to show you the trunk's cleared out and you can see how rust free that is. Took all the spare parts out, so some chain. But there you go. Look at what's going on, and a few more tips on building your bone stock derby car. I might leave the emergency brake in. I normally take them out so you don't impact with your foot, but I might leave it in. There you go, see, fuse box still in. It's plugging the hole up. No worries. If you have a GM or a small block, you'll have to cut a hole for the firewall, but or just, these are really soft. And you see it's dented that way. You can actually just beat it the other way. That's all I've ever done. If they don't allow you to make holes in it, just do that. There you go. You can see the future plans and what it done. See ya.